go. We are live, and I hope the people can hear me. And I didn't even do no mic checks because it's Father's Day, and I was up playing Dune Awakening until like 2 in the morning. And I realized I was like, "Ooh, I got to get up in like 4 hours and podcast." Okay, I was like, hey, time to go to sleep. I set all extra alarms on my phone. I was like, okay, here we go. But yes, folks, welcome to another episode of the Backlog Barbarians, a show centered around what games we are playing and what games we need to finish. Because, like most gamers these days, everybody's got a massive backlog and we got to figure out a way to work through it, and that's what this show is at its center. So whatever game y'all playing, please finish it. And I'm talking to myself because I even put down Starfield again after putting in almost 3 days into it, but that's beside the point. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and much love to you. May you get more than socks and underwear, unless that's what you need. Um, hey man, if that's what you need, man, and they're expensive too, but that's beside the point. Hopefully, you get a game to increase that backlog of titles. And morning Sly Crow, morning Fame. Look, look at all these fathers. Crow probably got 10 kids, but we not here to judge them. But yes, quick. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes, but yes, let's start with our introductions. Mike, let the folks know who you are and what you do. Let's go. Julian, let the folks know who you are and what you do. Oh, you can't hear Mike? You can't hear. I can hear him too. Let me see. Oh, Mike, did you just do that whole intro and nobody could hear you? That's my fault. Audio. Let me see. Hold on. That is totally my fault, and I apologize. And I'm glad I actually listened to Fame for once, because he do be getting on my nerves. Say something.
Yo,
There we go. There we go. I'm glad I talk a lot because we were able to find out pretty early without burning through too many people's words. Mike, let them know who you are and where they can find you.
wait, can y'all hear me? Fame, can you hear me?
Make sure
That's
everybody's
what
good. Look, and there's a slight delay, folks. Let us know, cause I can hear him now. Good now. There you go, Mike. Let them know who
okay.
you are and what you do. And happy Father's Day. My bad.
Okay, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. For those who don't know, I will do this once again. I am Geek Life Mike from Queens, New York, shit talker extraordinaire, big time gamer, gaming and tech media cover guy for G Style Mag and the GSG gang. I am also one third of the gang of Backlog Barbarians. That includes my two brothers on your top and bottom, or left and right, depending on how you're watching it. I'm here to talk some games. I am a console conqueror, old school lover. Holla at me, man. You're
Julian, once again, let these folks know who you are and what you do.
What's going on, Julian? King Julian on a lot of platforms. Hey, I can say that now. One third of the Backlog Barbarians, also the creator of True Nerd, and yeah, that's about it.
Hey,
and a sneaker collector
oh,
extraordinaire. Don't
Oh,
leave
yeah,
that out.
shoes. He
actually,
got.
I have a pair upstairs I need to bring downstairs. Actually,
See, there you go.
Oh, okay. So when the shoes make it downstairs, is that them being shelved, or is that them just being preserved until you wear them? Like, are the ones are the
just a turn work. So
okay?
I opened the box upstairs, and I just I like sat them under something and forgot. And my wife was like, "Why are these up here?" So maybe I need to bring those down.
She had to check you real
She was
quick.
like, "Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's this?" Hey, but no, but yes, folks. Real quick before we continue, I wanted to give a quick thank you to all our Patreon and YouTube members because without you guys actually help keep the lights on here at LV1 Gaming, and LV1Gaming.com is no longer, it's all ad free. We are not connected to Google and that's in AdSense and whatnot. So all of the funds that help keep this place going is made through here, YouTube, our socials, and our Patreon. So all of our supporters, much love, appreciate you. Aw, snaps. Floyd. What up, Floyd? Or my bad. S5 Flair. I'm gonna just call him LaFleur. No, but once again, guys, I'm running on like 3.5 hours of sleep. I'm so sorry.
Your own fault. We don't feel sorry for you.
Thank you. Hey, but it was due to gaming. No, level 1 game is ad free. Hey, fam, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. What you just typed in looks like a scam. Like you look like you're trying to scam somebody. I gotta put that out there. But there you go. That's the real site. But yes, Geek Life Mike, is there any free games, especially this Father's Day weekend, that folks need to go out and pick up?
Uh, if you're talking about Twitch, no. The games this week are ass, so we want to avoid those. However, Steam, okay?
Mm.
Steam. If by chance, since we're coming off of Summer Games Fest, there are a lot of indies that are posting up a lot of demos for you to play. If you have a Steam Deck, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is Steam Next Fest. So there are a lot of games that are available for free and a lot of demos that are available for free. Please go take advantage. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, especially for my
Mm.
2D side scroller fans, that game is going to be incredible. And I'm pretty sure that if you've played Ninja Gaiden on the NES, you're going to love this. It's all new mechanics, same retro feel, very
Mm.
16-bitty. Um,
Yeah, I like
it's an
that.
incredible game. So if not anything else, go download Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I have a couple that I'm gonna recommend, like the one I told Baron about last week, Forge of the Fae. I would like for him to play that. Um, and I have a few others, but we'll get into that later on. So Steam
Yeah.
is where you want to be if you want to take advantage of some games and some
Yeah.
demos this week.
And my boy did the art for the Ninja Gaiden
Look at,
Oh, see,
hey,
there we go.
look,
Look at God
winning, winning.
winning.
Hey, but you know what? Actually, since we're here, let's transition straight into it. What demos are demos, or because Steam Next Fest is getting ready to end tomorrow, and there was a lot of titles this time around. For me personally, I didn't get to jump into too many because I was actually at Summer Games Fest, and there was a bunch of demos and hands-on. I got to play there, so we'll talk about that. But first off, Julian, did you play any? Have you been playing any demos or anything?
Nope.
He said, "Well, okay. Well, let's wrap it all together.
I wanted to. But
Okay. Also, let so no, just for sake of conversation, have you completed any games as well? Okay, what games have you been playing?
okay.
There you go. My bad.
Did you at least finish Expedition 33 yet?
No, I
No.
didn't.
No?
But so
We need to talk about that. We need, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. I can. You want to tell you why now? Let me move my screen over here so I'm looking in the right direction. So the reason why, and I always have this issue with RPGs. I get to a point and I'm like, let me get as much done as I can. Let me grind. Let me do all that to make the fights easier, but two, so if I don't make it back to this game, I've done as much as I can. But with RPGs, like when I was younger and I had all the time, I would finish them. As an adult, I get to a point and then I just get sidetracked and I just start doing all this other stuff. Now, like Expedition 33 does have a certain level of what's the word I'm looking for?
Is this a criticism of it? Because I have the same one.
Well, it's not really a criticism. I
Okay.
enjoy the
Or a
fact
critique.
that it's kind of a linear to an extent. Like there's things you
Okay.
can do out in the world, yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going, please.
But no, I mean, but that's the thing I like about it because like even though there's these side things to do, when it comes, it's not overwhelming. Where it's like it's not a lot of side quests and stuff
Yeah.
unless like that you're pointed to. You're kind of forced in one direction, and you have to find the side quests if you want them.
So, I we're here. We're
I did say this.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
My one critique, like if I was the one reviewing the game, Act 3 is the a dope but flawed part of Expedition 33. It definitely, like, this is me, I'm trying to envision the words I would type. To go from look, here we go, like I'm typing. To go from a on rails guided experience with open world element to get to the core ending of the game and be taken off the leash, so to say. Like there's no, hey, maybe you should go here. Maybe it's recommended you go and try that. Hey, you're leveled for this. It definitely went from having a path to follow to enjoy yourself. All right, we're done. Like y'all, you got it. Like that's literally what happens. Without
Mm-hmm.
ruining any story elements. But this is
Listen, that game's over a month old
yeah,
now. Things are getting ruined around here.
yeah.
I actually find that to be what's charming about it,
Okay.
as opposed to the linear experience it is in the first two acts. Um, just like any open world game, you have to know where you can and can't go and what you are at level 4 and what you need to work to get to level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the drawback with Act 3, and this is for those who have beat the game, I'm sure you've probably experienced this. What ends up happening is as you go through Act 3 and you start to level up, the actual side quests that you go on are actually more difficult than the end game characters themselves. And you end up kind of slaughtering them
I believe
quite
it.
easily. Quite easily. Once, especially, if you're like me and you get to like level 99, and especially once you figure out the team that you're using and your build, um, and I mean for probably Verso, Minoko, and Sayel. Mael is kind of straightforward, but
Mm-hmm.
once you kind of figure out, and Lune, well, no, Lune it can get complex too, but once you figure that all out, Act 3 is, like I said, where the game actually kind of begins,
Yeah.
you know? But there's a lot to do in Act 3. There's a lot to do. And that's the thing for me. So, like, where you kind of see it as a con, I actually kind of see it as the best part of it.
And the thing that got me was um I had to bump my head a lot to figure out somewhere where to fight to rank up because I ended Act 2. I ended up getting up to like level 50. I got in the 50s by about time I got to Act 3 where the world just completely opens up. And man, it for a long time I put the game down for a bit because everywhere I'd go I get slaughtered. And I was like, come on, man. Like or even the random enemies out in the world, I'm flying, I'm thinking I can just fight them, and they're all chromatics, and you gotta like get a special attack on them, you know. But it once again, the game is still the game at its core. I mean, I've been grinding because I've even unlocked to where all my characters can get one free revive. Like they're worked that into their what is not Lunas? What is it called? You know Lunas maybe.
uh,
Yeah,
no,
Lumina. Lu-
that's one of the
it's a
characters.
it's a complex understanding of Lumina.
Yeah, Lumina. Thank you,
Lumina.
thank you.
Yeah.
But no, but I got all my characters where I get one free revive. I've been grinding these monsters that drop like 500,000 XP, but it takes like damn near 5 to 10 minutes to fight them. And you got to get like your perfect. But once you kill them, I've been bro. bro. And then I went to Summer Games Fest. But yes, let me see. Games, demos, and whatnot we've been playing. So with Expedition 33. Oh, Julian, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off? Were you done talking about?
Oh, so no, playing that, and
Mm-hmm.
then this may come back up later, but I'm jumping back into the Outer Worlds. Speaking of like, it's somewhat it's a smaller RPG,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something I want to finish because I do want to jump into the Outer
Mm-hmm.
Worlds too later this year.
Got you. Um,
I have zero interest in that game.
you don't like
Zero.
Obsidian or like Bethesda games, huh?
No, I don't care for Bethesda games. I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind Obsidian games. It's just that the Outer Worlds is just kind of weird for me.
Mm.
It's very high on lifey, and I didn't like High on Life. I know the sequel's out. I'm not gonna play that either. I can tell you that in no uncertain terms. The
I'll
Outer
take that
Worlds.
off my list.
Yeah, and for me, Clockwork Revolution.
Oh.
I feel it. I feel a way about that. It's the art style. It's the art style.
Ah. Okay.
Um, I don't particularly care for it. Like, like that We Happy Few art style. I don't care for it. You
How did you
know,
feel about BioShock?
I loved BioShock,
Okay. I just
which is the very weird thing. I
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah,
loved BioShock, especially part one and part two. Oh my god,
Yeah, honestly,
incredible.
some of the best games. Like they're definitely up there in my top
Yeah,
100.
there's
Easy.
I,
there's just something about the Outer Worlds that just doesn't do it for me. So I'll
that's
be passing on that.
Julian?
no. I was gonna say Bioshock is actually something I beat. So
Hey, let's go.
Hey,
Hey, no, hey man, look, BioShock is definitely one of those games where even till this day I recommend people pick up and play.
oh,
Like
one of the greatest games ever made.
yeah,
Mhm.
like if you've never played BioShock, please do yourself a favor and go play it. Like, yeah, they just recently within the last year or two came out with like the definitive edition where they released all of them together. Like, just go do yourself a huge favor. Story is dope, gameplay is dope. It's got just the right amount of spooky and scary. It the big daddies on there are ridiculous. Like yeah, I know that name sounds silly, but you're gonna respect them because
You're gonna
you're
respect them.
gonna respect them.
You're gonna respect
Like we laugh now, but you know, like yeah. See, even Lord Metroid, like it really is one of the greatest games ever, with one of the most amazing stories. Um,
Absolutely.
oh man, would you kindly like that? That's crazy. That one line still carries weight. What, damn near 15 years later? Like that's
Hmm.
crazy. But okay. So I'm thinking of all the demos and whatnot. Oh yeah, Julian, we wish you were there, man. Like we was talking mess, but we definitely wish we were there. I'm trying to
yeah,
think.
I got flipped off in via text.
Yeah. Like, look, it's just us and a bunch of PR people talking mess. Like, Julian, you're not here. Get it together. But no. So I got to play a lot of games that I didn't think were, or at least one of the titles I didn't think was real. And this game fell into the same category as Pal World. Um, what's another game? Dokev. Um, Little Devil Inside. As you know, as Mike says, pause.
Get it. Foul. It's foul.
he, said, he said, "Let me play the pause on PS5." And he said,
It's a foul name. The little devil inside. Oh god.
"Oh God!" And then, but Crimson Desert. I can talk about this. I got to play Crimson Desert, and finally, after missing it at
PAX.
GDC, at PAX East, I've missed it at so many places, and I almost missed it here, but I let them know the same story I'm telling y'all. Like I missed it. Like I really went down. They were like, "Hey, we got a time slot. Come on." And I was like, "Thank you." I'm up in there begging. But so after playing it, I was like, "Holy crap, this game is real." Because the mechanics that they've been showing, the graphics that they've been showing, the systems that they've been showing within this game all seem too good to be true. But we do live in a world where Power World is a real game that people played, including myself. So, Scalebound may happen. No, don't let me do that. I'm sorry. But no,
It,
it
I can see
can.
it could.
It
It could.
it could.
It could.
We live in
I
a
will,
world
I
where
will,
Power World is real and
I will
Crimson
say,
Desert is real.
Yeah, it
I'll
could
just
happen.
I'll go with what you all say. It
His voice cracked.
Yeah,
But no,
it could.
but I actually got to play this game, and it is not a Souls-like. It is far from it. It is a action adventure game. You can find yourself fighting 30, 40 enemies at one time and surviving. Yes, you'll be struggling, but surviving. Graphics are absolutely insane. Um, the it was just, it felt good. But my one worry about this is it's one of those games that you cannot put down because you'll have to start over to relearn all the mechanics. There is a lot of inputs. I mean, even from the way you're just like tackling somebody, depending on how you are, anything, the way you kick, the way you grapple, the way you use your powers, it's all depending on, it's like directional. So like if you're sprinting and you jump at an enemy, you'll freaking Braun Breaker spear them. Wrestling nerd. And you but there's just so many different elements to it, and it's one of those games. And I said that while playing the demo, and I'm gonna put that in my article that I still need to write. Is that it's one of those games that you're not gonna be able to take a break from because of how many elements are in the game. Go ahead, Julian. My bad.
No question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were playing,
Mm-hmm.
did they tell you to play it like a fighting game?
Yes, they use actually, and they recommended. They were like, "So this game is more closer to Tekken." And my first thought was, "Oh, the reason why black folks is really good at Tekken is it's a rhythm based fighting game. Like there's a pattern to it, and that's why they were like, no." And Will, shout out to Will. He immediately was like, "Yes, like it's a rhythm based combat." And that's a huge part of it. Like you're flowing, like it's you could break a chain and still successfully win a fight. Like you don't have to be sitting there doing the magical button inputs. You can light attack your way to a victory. But if you want to have a good time and fully like everything from sliding, slowing down time, shooting your arrow, doing a backflip out of that, jumping over somebody's head, swinging down, killing them, and then kicking their body into a group of people. Like it's a lot of combat and a lot of different elements going on. But my point is the game is real. I got to play it. I'm looking forward to it. But my fear is, or well, not fear. I'm gonna have to sit down and buckle down and play that through completion. Otherwise, it'll be one of those games that I start over. Like The Witcher 3. I've
Yeah.
started it over so many times. Like it just, and for the only reason that you got to make sure to stay up to date. But anybody else want to jump in?
Um, I don't know. Here's what I've been doing. I've been kind of guilty of like following your lead. So, like, I have my Steam Deck here, and I've been buying games on top of games. And here's what I've picked up as of recently, just as a demo. A game called Absalom. Um,
Oh,
Dotimo does it, and
okay.
Dotimo, same people that do Shredder's Revenge, the new Marvel Invasion game, Absalom, Ducktales remastered. Okay, anybody who's played the NES game, I don't know if anybody remembers that they had actually remastered it and did it up to date. I think it was 2014 or 2015. Still an incredible game. I bought it for $3 on Steam. Um, River City Ransom Underground.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
So
Let's go.
that's all of the classic River City Ransom with the exact same look and feel. It has not been updated. The only thing that is new about this is that there are multiple characters with different fighting styles. So I bought that. I picked up Scott Pilgrim.
Let's go. You are not
Mm,
playing about these side scrollers, man.
Yeah.
No, I was not bullshitting. And I picked up R Type R Type Final 2. Remember, I tweeted out that we don't have enough space side scrollers.
That's
You
true.
know, we need to see more of those. And if they're not necessarily side scrollers, vertical scrollers, the likes of like Truxton, if we remember Truxton, Axelay for
I
Super
remember
Nintendo.
actually.
Axelay was an incredible game on Super Nintendo for those who remember that game. Um, I'm looking to play games like those right about now. I did buy Stellar Blade for the Steam Deck as well, so I'm getting into that. I did not finish it on the PS5. I did buy it for the Steam Deck though, so I'm probably going to go back and forth between the two and try to get that done and have that finished by the next time we come
Mm.
back.
Capcom, where's Mega Man? But keep going. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Julian.
where the hell is Mega Man? Oh, and the Toxic Avenger demo. Download that.
Bro, I definitely played that, and that was hilarious being able to toss the enemies
Hilarious.
back. All we did was pick up and toss the enemies all day. Just picked them up, throw them. We was throwing them across the screen. We was jumping in the air because you can jump in the air and dunk them. Like, bro, we was having too much fun. But go ahead, Julian. I'm sorry.
No, I just thought so. I was scrolling through some of the demos. So I didn't play this demo, but I played it. I did play it at PAX.
Okay.
Myco Punk. So
Oh.
it's like you're this. It's like a team of 4 robots. You kind of drop down. And it's like objective based, and you have
Mhm.
these. They're not bugs. They're some type of like cyborg type robots that you're fighting while you're trying to complete these things. It's a Devolver digital game,
Okay.
um, but it is on Steam Next Fest. It's a pretty good time. And like if you die, uh, your teammates have to go and like pick up your body parts and bring them back to the other body parts to revive you.
Oh.
So like you kind of explode.
That sounds
But
complicated already.
it was fun. There is a lot of like we all have to be doing this at the same time. So if you don't clear out the enemies, like it was one time we did not know what was going on. It was like I'm pressing the button. What's going on? But it's like it was it was like we all had to be pressing it at the exact same time. But the bugs kept coming in and like knocking us away from like the objective. So it was like yeah, cool game.
Hey,
Definitely check it out if you're into like the PvE 4 player. Co-op
I'm
games.
on it. I'm gonna check it out.
you know what's funny? Speaking on that at Summer Games Fest, there are a lot of games that have been what's the word I'm looking for? Bringing back that couch co-op element. Like there's a lot of like that element. Sometimes the games do actually have split screen, but it's super dope to see that making a comeback. Like watching my kids play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like my nephew came over again, and whenever they all come over, it's either they taking turns playing Call of Duty, or they're all running Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And watching my kids beat the Rat King, which is like if you guys know that has more of
An
a
annoying ass fight
yeah, like and it's got an element of enemies you can't fight, and then you gotta jump and dodge. So watching them beat that boss, the kids are gonna be all right. Like I did something right in the world.
They are fun.
The kids are good, but yeah, there's so many demos. Like a lot of people had fun with. I didn't get to play it, but I did get to watch a bunch of folks play it. Is that Lego Mario Party game or that Lego Party game? A lot of people were really having a good time with that one. Dos Divas. So Dos Divas from the same people who made uh Thirsty Suitors. That game is actually really dope. So it's a turn-based battle. It's a turn-based action adventure or turn-based adventure game RPG. And once again, 3.5 hours of sleep. Sorry, and I think I'm doing pretty good. Um, and what's dope about it is you actually get to there's a cooking element to it. So you're collecting food, then you have this cool cooking mini game, and each part of the mini game has there you go, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. The game is very interactive throughout the entirety of it. Like during combat, even though it's turn based, it has a perfect dodge and blocking element to it. You're punished very heavily for taking damage, such as Expedition 33, to be honest. Like in terms of how much damage you take, not so much the mechanics, but that like you have to block, you have to dodge, in Expedition 33. And in this game, I'll talk to the dev about it, and he was like, people weren't engaging with the block mechanic until we ranked up the damage output. So they force it. Like you can only take like 2 hits from any given enemy without any form of blocking, and you're gonna die. So, but it was super cool, super refreshing, just seeing all those different elements, and then the art style is amazing if you know anything about thirsty suitors. Um, what else? I'm trying to make sure not to.
I actually found a game that I think that you would like. It is
Mm,
kind of a survival game since like we're kind of like the new thing right now. For some reason, has anybody noticed like an uptick in survival games?
yep.
Um Dune being one of them. This latest one, The Altars, which I tried to get into. I just couldn't get jiggy with that shit. But I did find one that I kind of think is right up your alley, Baron, and it's called Oxygen Not Included. Um
Ooh,
look into that one.
look,
Oxygen Not Included.
look, man. Hey, I'm telling you, I got
I,
survival
I
crafting. I'm sold.
yeah,
Fishing. Let me fish. Ask me, do I go fishing in real life? The answer is no. But I will spend hours fishing in a video game.
yeah. I see. Don Sakari, you saying Alters is dope. It's not a bad game. It just isn't for me. I couldn't get jiggy with it at all. I tried. I'm always open to giving a game a good try before I say I'm just like not into it. Before I try to speak unintelligently on a game I've never played.
Mm.
Same thing with the Outer Worlds. When that first came out, I played it. I just couldn't get into it. Um, so that's why I don't have any interest in the Outer Worlds 2 and
Mm.
Clockwork Revolution. Couldn't get into it. Just like what's that name? What was that game? What was it? Was it Dream Loop or something like that? I think it won. Did it win Game of the Year that year?
Um,
Oh, um,
Death Loop.
Deathloop.
Deathloop. Yeah.
Yeah, he said Dream
Couldn't
Loop.
get you.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
nah,
well, it kind of is
no.
though, but I couldn't get jiggy for that. I couldn't get jiggy with that game. Yeah.
And you know what? And that's something we can definitely talk about. What are some games? And let's stick here, and then of course we'll swing back to the demos because this is fun. Because for me, as much as I love crafting, much as I love random rolled loot, as much as I play team shooters and whatnot, RPGs and story elements, like as much as that's my thing, for the life of me, I cannot get into Borderlands. I
Me
can
neither.
I
Yeah, me
Me
cannot
neither.
neither.
get into Borderlands, and I can't explain it cuz on paper that should be the game I love the most. Like
And
on
it's a beautiful game.
yes, I bought the third one with my cousin to give it a college try. I was serious. I was like I paid full price. I was like, you know what? Let's do this. And I played it for an easy hour. I should have got my money back. I don't know why I didn't think about that because I didn't put in 2 hours into the game. Which is I'm gonna be. That's crazy. That's probably the
Yeah, I
most recent burn I've had as a gamer.
yeah,
Like,
I couldn't I could I to this day I cannot play a Borderlands game. To this day.
di-
I cannot play a Borderlands
Yeah.
game.
I tried.
I,
I tried.
I can't.
And I was like, maybe I picked the wrong one. I can't remember
Yeah,
which one it was. Yeah.
and I've tried them all. Well, let me stop. I've tried Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and then the what was it? Borderlands 3 was the newest mainline one. I just could not do it. So, but what's crazy is on paper it should be my game. Like the amount of time I put into Destiny, D2, like you would think I loved freaking Borderlands, but I just
I've kind of faded out on Destiny.
oh,
The
he's
game
free.
loop in
My
Destiny.
brother is free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
I
huge on
mean,
Destiny and I stopped too.
I'm still huge on it, but I think what's happening with Destiny, not related to anything marathon. I think the content just has become repetitive. They need some fresh ideas.
Mm,
It's still my favorite game of all time. It's still my favorite game. There's no game that I've put as much hours into as Destiny. I have
same
probably
here.
about 7,000 hours into that game.
Okay, I don't got
Um,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. because I've been playing it since the beta 11 years ago. That's how
On the
long I've been
moon.
playing that game.
Remember on the moon? Like, those
I,
days.
I, I had I have a Titan tattooed on my leg. That's how
Let's
much I love that game.
let's go. Let's go.
So, but even for me, that game has kind of lost its luster. So, now the good thing about that is now I don't have to spend so much time in a relationship with that game. I
Mhm.
can get into all of the other games that are available to us. This is a good time. That's why I say, what we're doing with the Backlog Barbarians is necessary because it's platform agnostic. So let me just say this: if you guys are coming here like the console war, fuck off.
Yeah,
Because we play every
we play
yeah,
everything.
we play everything. We
It,
play everything. See,
yeah,
I got my Midnight Black Portal here. I got my Steam Deck OLED here. I got my Xbox
yeah.
controller here. All that.
It, it
So
it's
That
gaming.
that looked like something exclusive.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
what?
He stunned it real quick. You stunned it on us real
Yeah.
fast. Yeah. There's probably like five of those.
This is
There's probably like five of those on Earth, and he's got one.
uh,
Yeah.
no, there are 15.
See, I was
There
gonna
are
say it was
there,
numbered. No, because there's not. Yeah, they didn't make a run of those.
Well, I'll just tell you where I got it from. So this was gifted to me by Microsoft. I had done, if you go to my TikTok page, this was to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Porsche.
Hmm.
And at that time, they were putting a collection of Porsches into uh, Forza Horizon 5.
Hmm.
Everybody that knows me knows that I love a good racing game. Everybody knows me that knows I love Forza Horizon and Forza Horizon 5. Well, that series. And they just had hit me up. Microsoft had hit me up and was like, "Yo, man, we know you love the game. We if you do some content for us, we got a gift for you." I wasn't expecting that,
Mm.
but they sent me an actual a controller with a matching Xbox Series S. I actually had the first true white Series X.
Yeah, no, for real. Because
Because
what was it, like a year
that
or two
Porsche,
before they announced it?
yeah, that Porsche Xbox is white.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you go to my Twitter, you can see it because I also have the Black Panther one as well. So I
Just
have
stunting, just stunting.
two rare edition ones.
Man,
Shout out to Xbox,
but
man.
but no, there's been so many, God, these demos. Because of course, like I've been busy this past 2 weeks. I haven't been able to really. No, that's a story. Let me stop telling the story. Let me tell the truth. I got caught back up in Starfield, as you know, last episode we talked about that. Then Dune Awakening dropped, and I've been playing a lot of Dune Awakening, and then I figured out how to get it situated on the ROG Ally, so I've been playing it there. If I got good internet, if I got that good Wi-Fi, I'm playing Dune Awakening. But at least there's a
I
story.
want to I want to play that. I'm so mixed on it though.
Don't do it. Well, okay, this is the best way I can explain it. I play a lot of sandbox games. Kenshi, Starbound, Starfield, No Man's Sky. I play a lot of these games, and a lot of people look at Dune Awakening more as an MMO. Yes, there is a lot of the MMO elements there, but I'm gonna be 1,000% with you. Dune Awakening feels more like a sandbox with multiplayer. It's a sandbox experience. That's the best way. Like if you go into it thinking that, like make your own game, make your own way. If you want to follow the story, you can. If you want to get out in PvP and war faction and war, you can. But it just keep that in mind, folks, when you're thinking about playing Dune Awakening. If you're on
So
the
it's
fence
not.
about it,
So that means there's a lot of RNG involved.
a lot of RNG. Well, not
Ah,
yeah, like loot drops. You're running through stuff over and
oh
over to
yeah.
get collecting, but the resources are there. The traversal is amazing. You can move around the world just like in the movies. It just it's dope. I just like to warn folks. I feel like I try to talk people away from it so
Mhm.
that they could truly like, hey, I'll give it a shot. But no, I'm having the time of my life with it. Like I think I got over a day in it already.
Because it's what $50.
Yeah, it's a full price game. Yeah,
Yeah, see,
yeah.
so for
That
$50,
this is why I'm like it's and it looks like a premium game. It doesn't have a free to play elements. There's no currency to go and buy. There's no store page. At least I haven't seen it. Which is okay to just to let you know how much of a sandbox game it is. There's no battle pass. I ain't seen no store. There's no hey buy this coin. You know usually when you boot up these games, oh there's a sale on it. None of that. None of that. It's you go find that server, you go jump in, and go watch some people play it. And if it, you know, but
I think that's what I'm ultimately going to end up doing. I'm just going to see if I can watch some YouTube videos for some of my favorite content creators. Like I don't know if Fighting Cowboy has covered it. Shout out to him. I'm going to go see if he has anything on it because there's something in me pause that wants to play it. But 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 I haven't decided whether or not I want to do it. That was foul. Yeah, that was time out. Yeah.
we gotta make a pause highlight reel because this is he said violation.
My apologies to the chat. That was downright disrespectful. Excuse me.
Like he burped.
Excuse me. My bad.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That would be funnier than pause if that became the new way to say pause. Like, excuse me.
Yeah, my bad. My fault that I didn't mean to change the channel.
Hey. Oh, I'm about to wake up my whole house. I'm sorry. Hey, that's too funny. Hey, bro. Hey, no. Shout out to Xbox Expansion Pass, Luke. He caught me on camera in a full Baron laugh, bro, out in public, like full on. They got me recorded, bro. I was like, that's horrible. I definitely woke up some folks because, of course, it was early in the morning. I was acting reckless out in public, but but
yo, my bad.
Hey, that was too funny. But yeah, hey, no. So there's so many games, and I always tell people once again when it comes to Dune Awakening, go watch video first. If you're into sandbox games where you kind of make your own way, make your own world. I never really got into Ark. Like Ark is another Funcom game. I never got into it. It was just I think I waited too long and people were super hyper advanced in the game and it made me not want to partake. And I could see that happening with Dune Awakening, and that's why I made sure to get in early because I'm one of those people. Like if I jump into a game and everybody's already level 100 off on another plane, building stuff like flying around in spaceships, and I'm over here riding a bike, I'm like, I don't know.
That's why I'm so glad that me, you, and Jules did not go back into Division 2. What a waste, man.
Was it whack?
I think
that DLC.
It wasn't. I mean, listen, I love the Division. Mm-hmm. I love the Division. Even at $14.99, I thought that was too much. That expense should have been $10. There wasn't enough. And then that's one of those games that there were people in there who had like a 10,000 shade level, and I'm still here like on level 40. That means like they've never stopped playing. And then
go look at the sun is outside.
Yeah, they've never stopped playing. And then not only that, now more than before, more than ever, Division 2 has a focus solely on builds. So now your build is paramount above everything, which I don't mind. But then without having a build, you're rendered almost ineffective in the game. And that kind of creates a problem for people who are trying to come back to a game that they haven't played in a while when you make it so dependent on your builds and rare weapons. And then the entry point to those events requires a lot of RNG. So if you don't have a team, you're gonna be relying on randos to play with, and they don't really give a shit if you get what you need out of the event. They're trying to get what they got to get. So that's the problem with it. And then the story, albeit good, it was decent, but we've seen this before. Okay, who else defected now and went rogue? That's basically what this is. Um, Very
It
disappointing.
is called The Division. No, I'm just
No, I get it.
no,
I get it. No, I get it, but that can't be the reason to create a DLC that you charge $15 for every time, because then by that logic, then everybody's gonna defect.
Yeah.
I would like I would like to see them create an element to where everybody has no choice but to work together, because now there's something bigger we got to deal with.
And you know what? You know what? Within that world, what they could do is maybe some form of like paramilitary comes in that's only full of robots, like an android system, like something
Yeah,
like
that
like
element.
New Government, like New America. Like that would actually have been dope. Like a New America trying to come in and establish order, and now the Division are trying to keep America. That
But
would have been dope.
but it's all AI.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That
know,
I wonder if that works. That works. Okay, I
so
gotta ask this. I know we don't talk about this stuff, but I have to ask this. Tell me all the games you thought that Call of Duty reveal was. What games did you think it was? Because I know for me, I thought it was Quantum Break 2 and Control 2.
I'm going with Control 2. I actually thought it might have been another Deus Ex, but
Oh, I didn't even think of that. It
that's what I thought it
did.
was.
It did look like Deus Ex.
I thought it was kind of a Deus Ex at first. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo.
Whoa.
And then I was like,
I got goosebumps.
I was literally
Hey.
I was literally sitting there like this. And then when I saw it, I was like,
He said, damn. Hey, that
Yeah.
okay. So I'm not the only one who felt like a little let down that
I
it
thought
was.
I was very let down.
I was very let down because
Okay.
I was like, oh man, I thought it was something totally. I was like, this is either something totally new, or I was like, okay, maybe they're doing some Perfect Dark stuff,
Ooh,
like the new Perfect Dark.
I didn't even think of that.
That would never cross my
Um,
mind, but I get it.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, we haven't seen. I mean, we saw that one trailer, and I was
Mhm.
like, they don't have anything that looks like this. Then I was like, oh, maybe it's some Kojima stuff. But the thing that they're working with
Same
Xbox is like a horror or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know what this is. I was excited, and then it was like Call of Duty. I was like, oh,
Yo, bro. Well, like Lord Metroid said, this is not technologically aesthetic for Deus Ex, but that's the thing about it.
New.
That's it. It was that guy that I saw, even though
The
he wasn't the
actor.
character.
No,
Right, it was
that
the actor.
the actor.
Peter Petrelli.
Yeah, Peter.
Right.
Yep, from Heroes.
and and it's not to say that they can't go in a different direction. So that was remember, that was just my initial thought. And
Yes.
I was very let down that it was COD, because number one, I don't play COD, even though the last COD that we just got, the campaign was incredible. But outside of that, it's COD. I'm telling you, they gotta put COD away for a while, man.
And I wasn't. My bad. I didn't mean to throw it out there to start that. It was just more or less. But you're right. They do need to put it on ice. They need to give it that break between what was it, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and Origins. I want to make sure. No. What was the? I'm butchering it. But that break they did before Origins. It just take the break. Let it breathe. But okay, I'm gonna say it. I think they're going back to this so that they can justify going more Fortnite style inside Warzone. Because by going futuristic and taking the Black Ops universe towards, like, what was it, Infinite or whatever it was, Infinite Warfare, or you know what I'm talking about, with the jump packs and wall running.
Is that the one? Is that the one where they were in space?
Yes. They're gonna.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
But they're going back to that, and with I'm telling you, they're going back to that with the reasoning to enhance and add more crazy elements to Warzone. Because how else can you justify it without the storyline to go along with it? Like I personally think that's what's gonna happen. Not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about games we played. We didn't play that, but I had to bring it up because it was okay. That whole showcase. Let's be real. There was a couple of games they legitimately teased, and it felt like they were like the Everwild, that Game Freak game.
Are you talking about the SGF showcase or
Yeah,
the
the Xbox showcase. Like that game from Game Freak that looked like Everwild. I thought that was Everwild. The animal took a step. You see plants growing, and I was like, oh, it's finally Everwild. Okay, they made it look a little different, and then all of a sudden you see the Game Freak logo, and I was like, okay, it's not Everwild. Then there was of course, the Call of Duty debacle, and then there was another game that they that Mudane game. I thought that was Splinter Cell. I thought that
Me
was.
too.
I didn't
I
think that.
did.
I actually, believe it or not, you know what I thought that was gonna be?
Mm.
I thought that was gonna be Rainbow Six Vegas.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Does anybody remember that game?
Yeah,
Was Rainbow
Zulu.
Six, yeah, Rainbow Six now has gone completely multiplayer at this
Yeah.
point. And it's all competitive. But I thought that they were gonna actually, because that is Rainbow Six Vegas. Man, listen,
Zulu.
I thought that was that, and I was like, what?
And remember, even during that scene when he was lifting his helmet up, I was waiting for that light to click on, because they played into it very, very heavy, and I was like, okay, they're taking a new angle with Splinter Cell. So Atomic Heart 2 for me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
now I wasn't cool enough to go play those games behind the scenes, but there was a lot of games that were playable at an Xbox event that a lot of people posted content for. But we're definitely getting to the final moments, and I definitely took this one off the rails. I apologize, guys.
Oh, what are you talking about, bro? I just want to say this though. No more samurai games. Okay.
Need a break.
Developer.
Need
Yeah.
need a breather.
I need a break from samurai games like I need a break from slave movies
Bro.
and civil rights movies.
Hey,
I need a break from samurai games.
I took a stance on black trauma movies outside of cinemas.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
over it.
Yeah.
After Ghost of Yote, I don't want to see any more samurai games.
He
Okay.
said, "You got it." Hey, that is wild, because within the past, what do we have? Rise of the Ronin. With Psycho Never Goes Away. And then you had Ghost.
You have Phantom Blade Zero coming.
Phantom Blade Zero.
That
Onimusha's
game-
back.
Onimusha's back. The game that I forgot the name of it, that was at the Xbox showcase. I forgot the name of it. Third-party game.
Mhm.
No more samurai fucking games anymore, man.
Unless
What the fuck?
wait, unless they bring back Tenchu.
Yeah.
No more. No.
Well, that's
No.
ninjas. That's ninjas.
That's ninjas.
No. But we got
Just
Ninja Gaiden. We got
Oh
Rage
yeah,
Manager. We
yeah,
have
my
the new
bad.
one.
And Shinobi too.
And Shinobi.
And the Demon Slayer game that's leading right into the movie. You right.
And I think Nio.
Oh yeah, they did just announce Neo. Yeah, Nio 3.
Nio 3 looked crazy though. But,
Hey, he said I'm over it.
no, I see. Look, it was Donna saying Tenchu is
Tenchu
ninja.
is ninjas.
I still don't care. I don't want any more samurai games. I don't want any more samurai games. I don't want any more ninja games. Can we do something else, please?
They bring Strike.
Okay.
Hey, they bring Striker. Strikers. It's a
Yeah.
futuristic samurai.
Yeah. How
Hi,
about
baby.
this? Can we get like a new? I would like a new Strider game. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I said Striker. Strider. There you go.
Yeah, I would like to see Strider. I wouldn't mind seeing that. That's still one of the greatest games, and even though they redid it, why not do it again? Why not?
Tenchu.
No.
No, hey. Hey.
Yeah, he said, I'm also referee says I'm also pirate. Yeah, fuck pirate games. I'm tired of that too. Tired of that.
Silent Hill LF. Okay, that is a good point. A lot of people weren't happy. A lot of people were not happy with Silent Hill F going that route. But no, I thought that was dope. Doing the whole like what is it, Doki Doki Club, like that horror in school element, and where you're not like some superhero who know how to fight everybody. Like that, I think that's a dope element. What else did I play that was super fire? Oh, dude, mixtape. Mixtape is gonna be my game of the year.
Mixtape.
Yeah, mixtape is gonna
What?
be my game of the year. From the people who made Artful Escape, Dinosaur and Beethoven and Dinosaur. Shout out to them and Annapurna. 1,000,000%, 1,000,000% mixtape is gonna be my game of the year when it drops. The gameplay, it's a very interactive narrative game. It's
I'm looking at it right now. This looks crazy.
The music is amazing. I'm gonna have to make sure all of those streams are not monetized because I'm not putting on streamer mode. We just gonna jam out. The music, bro, they did the damn thing with that game. The elements are
Yo, this
there.
game looks crazy. Did everybody just freeze?
Oh
I don't
no,
think so.
no, I think we were still good.
Oh yeah, everybody just froze for a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, oh yeah, Junji Ito inspired it. Okay, got you. That makes sense when it comes to Silent Hill F. But yeah, mixtape that looks amazing. There's another game I checked out. I'm making sure I don't break any rules.
I,
Um,
I'm I, I'm looking for this right now.
Bounty Star. Bounty Star is another fun one. If you like mechs, it's a heavy the game. It was more gameplay based. What they showed us a general gameplay loop. You're a bounty hunter that goes around using this mech. You're a former war vet bounty hunter, and you're dealing with trauma and whatnot. I think what Wonder Stop, that T game that just released not too long ago, that a lot of people were having a good time with, where she was a gladiator and now she's like going through PTSD and whatnot. That it's along those elements, but the you're in a mech sliding around, fully customizable, all type of weapons. Yes, baby.
She was a fairy.
What's she playing? What's she playing on?
Oh yeah, yeah. You want
Oh,
to
see,
go?
mixtape's not out yet.
No, mixtape's not out yet, but it was at Summer Games Fest. Yes, baby.
Now, actually, question
Yes.
with Pragmata, I just saw somebody put that
Yeah.
in the chat. Was that not announced at the Xbox showcase, or was that a different game?
No,
Pragmata.
it was announced.
It was
was.
years ago. What was it, like 2019,
Yeah, I think
2020?
I think Sony showed it off first.
Okay.
Um, at one of their state of plays.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I
I
thought it
think
was
they
a
had.
I thought it was a Kojima game.
We all did,
Mm-hmm.
just based on like the intro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we had first seen it at one of Sony's state of plays. Um,
So is that going to be multi-platform now, or is it
yes,
now
yes,
just
Yeah,
one?
no, it's
Okay.
it's
multi-platform.
multi-plat.
Multi-plat.
And
Okay.
the cool thing about that, because I played that demo, it's got a mini game hacking element to it that's in real
Yeah.
time. So, well, the
Mhm.
game slows down just a little bit as you're hacking, just enough. And you're playing Snake basically using
Mhm.
Snake.
yeah, right. You either use the triangle, cross, circle, square, or on Xbox YBAX. Like
Yeah.
you're using that to maneuver, and you have to do that in order to do reasonable, measurable damage to the enemies.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be sitting there for like an hour fighting a basic enemy. Yes, baby.
Yeah. Exclusives as we know it are going the way of the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Um, mostly because of what we know now. There's
Can
too
you
many
go to
too
mommy?
many too
I'll
many
be there in a
games,
second.
too many games, too many outlets. Um, and there's too many people now that have access, especially when you consider mobile. So
Yeah.
I think exclusives probably within the next 5 years won't exist.
I believe it.
Except maybe games that are backwards, like Lost Odyssey will never we probably won't
You want
see
to go
on
outside?
PlayStation.
It's a little
You know
hot.
what I'm saying? Because it's exclusive to Xbox 360. So it's a legacy title.
We'll
But
go outside
I
when we
think
go
I
to
think
Today.
exclusives as we know it going forward are dead.
Okay.
Sony hasn't gotten there yet,
So go.
but
Okay.
they're on their way there.
Oh, okay. You can
You
hang out
know,
here.
Mhm.
Nintendo's going to be the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo's going to be the only one, and that's because they are like Apple in the sense that Apple really doesn't they don't try to cater to anybody else
Mm-hmm.
other
So,
than
but not right now.
their
Let Daddy
fan
finish his show.
their fan base that are in their
Let me
ecosystem.
finish
They
this
don't
show,
care
then we'll go.
they don't care they don't care if you want to buy an iPhone or not. Whoever we have within our ecosystem is they're the only people we're talking to, and that's
Yeah.
Nintendo.
So,
That's intense.
guys, I didn't realize we were over time. My kids over here talking about going outside. Which,
Already?
oh yeah, we're not.
It's like 8 o'clock.
We're not going outside. Um, it's not happening. That's not happening. Oh, look, I'm looking around.
Yo,
Uh,
Metroid, hit me up, man. Hit me up, Metroid.
hey, no, guys. What games are you gonna work on, and do you think you will have done by the next episode, which will be the
All right,
29th, June
let me see.
29th? We'll be back. What
Let
game?
me see.
I'm gonna be.
Maybe,
Mhm. Talk to me.
maybe Expedition 33. It depends because a part of me doesn't want to finish it yet.
I got you.
So
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm going to try to jump back into Outer Worlds.
You know,
Um,
there's a gimme with Outer Worlds in the very beginning. If you want to start a save file, you can run.
Well, okay. Just looking at the games that I have now that I text you about the other day. I'm good. Stellar Blade will be done because I'm
Okay.
halfway through it. So I'm gonna try, even though I don't think I'll do it because I'm realizing that this game is a lot bigger than I thought it was. I'm going to try to finish Hollow Knight. I had text you
Mm.
about it. I had text you about it last week, and I had just gotten into Hollow Knight, and I'm having so much fucking fun with it, albeit an utterly frustrating game. It is frustrating, and not even because of the combat. The combat is actually the best part. It's just frustrating because even it's too big.
Mm.
Pause.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, hey man, hey,
yeah,
that was a violation.
yeah. Nah, yeah. It's kind of too much. Yeah, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much.
Hey, he said, "Hey, okay, Julian. So what you think? What you gonna finish, man?
those two. So
Oh, Expedition.
Expedition 33, Outer Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm definitely not finishing like the campaign of Grounded because I just play around in there.
Got
I
you.
was looking at games that are going to have sequels this year,
Got you.
so definitely I think if I don't finish Expedition 33, definitely going to finish um the Outer Worlds potentially. And this was a while ago because I finished this a while ago. It was funny because I was at the end of the game. Uh, Sunset Overdrive. I was on the last boss and I just kind of sat there and I was like, okay, let me jump back in here real quick. And I was like, and I beat it. So
So for
Yo,
me, oh,
I just downloaded Sunset Overdrive. My fault, Baron. I got to get
oh,
into that too, but I don't think I'll finish it by next week.
for
yeah.
me, I'm gonna do my best. No, let me rephrase. Let's get the language right. I will beat Expedition 33, but the problem is, uh, by the next episode, Death Stranding 2 will be out. So I'm gonna be balancing.
Should I play part one? I have been avoiding it forever. Should I play it?
I'm a fanboy, so I'm gonna say yeah, but it sandbox experience. How do you feel about those? Do you get what I mean? Like it gets to a point. Yes, there.
I don't mind it, but you know, it has to make me want to come back. I don't mind a sandbox experience game.
You know
That's
what?
the thing.
You have played. I believe was it. Do you have like a free copy of it already?
Yeah,
Then yeah, give it a shot. Like if you already have a copy of it, give it. Do you like Kojima games?
I do.
Oh, then yeah,
I'm a big Metal Gear guy,
Oh,
man.
then you need to play it. You need to play it. Like yeah, if you're a fan, because a lot of the audio cues, a lot of that is in there. But yes, for me, it's gonna be Expedition 33. I doubt I'll finish the main story in Dune Awakening because I'm not really pressing to. But then also a part of me kind of wants to finish the main story for Starfield. Yeah, you can hold me. Come here. It's Father's Day. But guys, happy Father's Day. Go, for those who have kids, I'm trying not to say nothing stupid, but happy Father's Day. Yeah, for those who partake. Look, for those who partake, happy Father's Day. Go out there. Hopefully you get a free game, not a free game, but hopefully you get a game as a gift so you can add to the backlog and come and complain and talk about it. And on June 29th, we'll be back.
29th, we will see you again.
Much love, guys. Peace.